Welcome to the James Rule Crypto Show. Learn about blockchain technology and the world of digital assets. If you like the channel, please subscribe. James is not a financial advisor. Please invest at your own risk.
Welcome back to the show, everybody. James Rule. Welcome to the James Rule Crypto Show. It's Tuesday evening in Southeast Texas and around the world. I hope everyone is having an amazing day or evening. A lot of things to cover today. We're going to get it out in the open, and I want to apologize if I say a few words that you might not like to hear. My language here in Texas, we're honest. We still say yes, sir, and yes, ma'am, and we are God-fearing individuals here in Texas, and I love to get it out in my own kind of way, but a lot of these politicians really piss me off, and I kind of put it out on my channel because I'm only human. So I'm not a financial advisor. I'm a cryptocurrency educator, cryptocurrency teacher. I'm also on Twitter. Follow me at Rule XRP. I get the latest and greatest crypto, blockchain, metaverse, NFT technology out there to the masses. And before we get started, one of my sponsors, LINQTO, offers fintech companies, new flourishing companies, to accredited investors. You can actually invest in LINQTO, PolySign, Ripple, Uphold, Ledger, Epic Games. There's dozens on here. Check it out. Tell them James Rule sent you by. Let's go ahead and get after it. Now, today was a pretty hard day at work, and we have several bars here in Texas that you can go to after work. And I'll tell you what, a tall Texas beer after a hard day at work. I live in Texas. Shiner beer is made in Texas. It's a darker beer. It's a manly beer, and I love it. Every once in a while, you got to cut loose, have a nice ice cold beer just to end the day. And I had a really good day at work. You know, I'm teaching these millennials, I'm teaching these kids worth ethics, because there's a lot of lazy people out there, a lot of lazy kids out there that don't really appreciate their work. And I like going to work. I like having a good day. I like accomplishing things, cleaning up, making things look good. And when you go home, you could tell yourself, yeah, that was a kick-ass day. Let's take a look at the numbers. Coin Paprika, Bitcoin is currently $27,679. The total market cap is $1.223 trillion. It's up 0.03%. If you hear my washer in the background, I apologize. I'm a bachelor. I'm washing clothes. I have to have clean clothes, so bear with me. Ethereum is $18.50. XRP's 43 cents. Pretty much just some... we're still in the lows. We're still in the lows. You know, there's a lot of bots out there. There's a lot of bank bots, government bots, you know, people out there, news sources out there trying to shake you out of your holdings, trying to give you the fear of trying to make you sell your profits. And I'm not going to do it. I'm a long-term holder. I'm a long-term hodler. I've been in this 6 years, and I've been through the rocky ups and downs. And you just have to do your research, read the white papers, understand what the ecosystems do, how they're changing the world today, and how they're going to change the world tomorrow. Let's get after it. I tweeted this out a minute ago, and I want to bring this to the attention of Gary Gensler, the SEC, Congress, all the above. Share this video. If you do anything this evening or tomorrow, share this video with someone you love or someone you hate or just someone you know that wants to learn more about these mysterious cryptocurrencies. I did not sign a contract with Ripple Labs when I purchased XRP initially from Binance, Uphold, Bitrue, Coinbase, etc. I, James Rule, do not rely on the success of Ripple for the future development of the decentralized XRP ledger or the value of XRP. This alone is proof that XRP fails the Howey test, and Gary Gensler and the SEC knows this. I tag John Deaton, digital asset investor, and Brad Kimes. Enough said. Peace. Today, John Deaton, the one and only John Deaton, interviewed Paul Grewal with Coinbase, and they talked about the hypocrisy of the SEC. They talked about how Coinbase went public 2 years ago, and they had everything in fine print for the SEC. The SEC okayed all of their listings on the exchange, and all of a sudden Gary Gensler is changing his way. He sent a Wells notice to Coinbase, and this was a really good interview. I'm going to play. This was the end of the interview, and I'll tell you what, these are some damn top gentlemen right here. John Deaton went out of his way after Ripple sued the SEC, or after the SEC sued Ripple, And he's standing behind all holders of not only XRP, but all digital assets around the world. You know, this lawsuit against Ripple is going to be a determining factor on how the United States government classifies all future digital assets. Listen to this clip. This is pretty awesome.
I'm a fan of what you're doing. That doesn't mean I have to agree with everything that Coinbase does, or that you say. You don't have to agree with everything I say, but you are 100% correct. We are on the same team. And if there's anything I can ever do to assist Coinbase, I'll be right there. And I want to thank you so much for taking the time, Paul. Appreciate
John, I want to say thank you, not just for this opportunity, but for all that you've done for all of digital assets and crypto. You're a leading voice in this fight, and we're all lucky to have you as part of it.
Thank you so much. I appreciate that.
And that is awesome. I mean, both of these guys are spectacular. They're fighting for a level playing field just like us, and they are bigger voices. And we are all the bigger voices that need to continue to educate Congress. Okay, let's go ahead and flip it. So, pardon my language, this motherfucker Brad Sherman is an idiot. And one of the reasons the U.S. government is driving this technology overseas, out of the United States, vote this MF out. Bloomberg Crypto interviewed Brad Sherman from California, and he's an idiot. He's anti-crypto. He's paid off by the banks. He's a fucking idiot. Listen, I'm not going to play the whole thing. Just listen to the beginning.
There's this fear of missing out, that we've got to keep up with other countries. You know, Peru is way ahead of us in cocaine production. China's way ahead of us in organ harvesting. We don't need to keep up on those things, and we don't need to keep up on crypto. As for protecting U.S. investors know, and they certainly know now, that when you send your money to the Bahamas or Cayman Islands, you do not have protection. You could lose it all. And the idea that we should tell investors that something's licensed in the United States when it's not only as dangerous for the investors as crypto is, but as harmful to our country as crypto tries.
I'm not even going to play it all. I'm sick and tired of this piece of shit. He don't understand blockchain technology. He don't understand the amazing creators of these ecosystems that are helping the world, that are changing the world. Organizations building on top of the XRP ledger, building on top of Cardano, building on top of Stellar, all the above. And it just goes to show you that we need to vote out these idiots that have no clue what they're talking about. Now, Naveen Gupta, he is a representative for Ripple in the Asian region. They ask him a question, you know, what's the difference between U.S. regulatory environment and the UAE? He said it's day and night. And I said, no, it's fucking night and day. Listen to this.
How would you characterize the crypto regulatory environment in the Middle East if you had to compare it to what we're seeing in the U.S. right now?
I think it's just light. I mean, it's day and night, right? I mean, so what I can see, because I experience mainly the UAE, I think the regulators are very open. You can come up with an idea, have a dialogue with the regulator, agree on the way forward, and you're able to move forward with very quick speed. Also, you're able to very quickly mobilize in terms of team. You're able to scale up and then constantly go back to the regulator if the model changes in some way. So this is this healthy two-way dialogue that's creating the fertile ground for companies to grow in the Web3 space.
So he's being honest. All these other countries are adopting this blockchain technology, and the U.S. is dragging their ass. They're sitting on their hands. The banks are paying off the regulators, and it's criminal. You know, our government's criminal. SEC is not protecting investors. The SEC is not protecting crypto investors, and things are going to have to change. Now, on that note, former Goldman Sachs executive Raoul Pal says that crypto markets are about to accelerate out of bear market much faster than 2019. How do you guys feel about it? Do you feel that we're going to have a massive bull run, that we're going to have major adoption, or is it going to continue to be neutral and slowly, gradually accelerate? It says former Goldman Sachs executive Raoul Pal predicts that in the next 6 months, the crypto markets will soar out of the bear market quicker than in 2019. In the new interview, The Breakdown host Nathaniel Whitmore, the macro expert, says crypto is setting the stage for a massive price explosion. Quote, in the next 6 months, crypto is very strong. I don't think it's a replay of 2019, which was longer pullback while global central bank balance sheets shrank for a period of time. Knowing what's going on in the world and where it's going, we will probably accelerate. I think it looks more like a 2015-2016 cycle, which is a big spurt up, which I think we're still in the middle of. Then a long sideways correction for 5 months or whatever, and then another explosion higher as you really start to see the central banks kick in. Yes, and the technology kick in, and regulation kick in, and all of the above. It's going to take regulatory clarity. It's going to take something in writing, something set in stone, so that these wonderful companies in the United States, wonderful developers, can walk into the SEC, rest assured, or any other government agency, rest assured that they're not going to be sued, because these stupid ass agencies have the authority to sue for no reason at all. They make the rules as they go. Now tomorrow, Ellie Tarrant with Fox Business, thank you, Ellie, tweeted this out. There's going to be a huge meeting. The House Ag and the Financial Services Committee are going to hold a subcommittee meeting entitled The Future of Digital Assets, measuring the regulatory gaps in the digital assets markets. I will leave a link to it below. It's going to be a live feed tomorrow. I'm wanting to say 9 a.m. Eastern, possibly. I could be wrong, maybe 9:30. Check out the link below, and you'll know exactly what time to tune in. I'll be working, so I'll be watching it after the fact. PayPal. Everybody knows who PayPal is. You know, here a year or two ago, PayPal introduced cryptocurrency. Well, look, PayPal discloses that nearly 1 billion of crypto assets are on their balance sheet. This is massive. You know, people use PayPal to send payments back and forth. They allowed customers to actually purchase Bitcoin, ETH, Bitcoin Cash, and Litecoin. We don't see any XRP. We don't see any XLM, VeChain, or any of the others. But I'm pretty sure here in the very near future, we'll be seeing many other tokens. It says a 10Q filing is a quarterly financial report mandated by the SEC to disclose financial information. From the end of last year, the company reported an increase of $339 million in customer crypto assets. Quote, we maintain the internal record keeping of our customers' crypto assets, including the amount and type of crypto asset owned by each of our customers. So a lot of money going into PayPal, a lot of money going into crypto. Even though it's not showing up on the charts, there's a lot of people pulling their money out of the banks and putting it into crypto. This is not financial advice. This is life-changing advice. And I tell you what, if you like my channel, like this video, subscribe to my channel, share it with your friends, and I'm going to keep updating you on the latest and greatest news. My name is James Rule. This is the James Rule Crypto Show. Have a wonderful evening. And guess what? I told you so.